The other day, I had a Zoom class, and a couple people mentioned they were able to say, what I was trying to say in a better way by saying, I think it was Nicole and Carrie. They mentioned, choose your hard. And I thought, that's really great. That's exactly it, right? When we're going through this journey, or if people decide to go on this journey, some people don't, right? But whatever. Let's say you're going through this journey. There's a lot of things that people might avoid because they don't want to feel the discomfort. They avoid this, they bypass, they distract, they use biohacks. And I always say use the biohacks in the beginning to help you so you don't drive yourself crazy so that you can do the work. That's the whole goal. That's the whole point. But I understand that it's overwhelming. It's hard. So people they want to feel good now. They need a pause button. All right, let me press that pause button. Right? Because they don't want to. Because the way it works is you have to open that door. You get the backdraft or the fire, which, right, the shadow, the things that you need to feel, the symptom, thought, feeling, the emotion behind it, the pain, the what if thoughts. You open that door, it's gonna fucking scream at you, right? So this is the everyday rhythm of the work, right? This is why people shouldn't expect to feel better just because you're doing the work. If anything, you're gonna feel worse, and it's going to go up and down all the way from the beginning all the way right to the end until you're recovered, and it can get crazy near the end. Because picture it like this: the working flow is you got the allostatic loads that are full, right? You get all the drops. It's meltdown city, right? Nuclear meltdown. Something's got to give. Body keeps a score. You're buffering, right? You're in that survival state, right? At 1,000, right? Mayday, mayday. We're at 1,000. We're in a room. Let the dogs out to get the tanks ready. We were surrounded by Ligers. Our goal is to come back down here to zero, right? That's the whole goal. But right, but either way, it's difficult. It's hard, right? When if you don't do the work, it's hard. If you do the work, it's hard, right? So the day to day work is right. The day to day work needs you to open that door. You're going to get a backdraft of the old program, right? Of the shadow, right? Of the emotions, the symptoms, thoughts, feelings, everything, right? That survival state, right? When you open that door, it's shit that you don't like that's going to come at you, but we need for us to change it, right? You need to heal it to feel it. You need to feel it to heal it, face it to erase it. So ongoing every day you get activated. If when you get activated because you're experiencing that thing that needs to be allowed, so you get activated. Okay, so you open that door, alarm screams, the old program activated, you allow, you integrate, you move on, right? You dissolve that energy, right? All those things. And all those things are going to make you feel a certain way of feeling like when you get activated, you feel activated, right? Doesn't that make sense? So every time you open that door, activation, allow it, dissolve, engage, one drop done. Next time, again, open the door, activation. So every time but you need to open the door 1,000 times. You need to have that symptom come in and out 1,000 times because every time it does, it's an opportunity for you to update. We are constantly updating. We're constantly paying that debt drop by drop, right? You got this huge debt that you got to pay off, and you pay it off. The currency is allowing one bit at a time, one coin at a time, $1 at a time. So every time you pay it, every time you're sitting there with your money going, I'm ready to pay, let's go. It opens the door, you get activated, right? You expose, you allow, you dissolve it in your chest, you feel it. I don't like it, but I'm dissolving it right now. You get activated, you integrate, it dissolves, and then you move on to the next thing. So this is why you're constantly right through the first weeks. It's insane. The first months, right? For me, the 3 years it took me. 3 years of getting activated every day. And then you get the setbacks and you get some delays and you still, freak out a little bit. You get sucked into some of these old beliefs because we're human. But that's okay. It's not failure. It's just making sure that you learn even harder. You learn more. The experience of going through this is making you the master, right? The theory is only like 5%. It's important, but the rest is taking action and going through it, because that is everything. Because everything's not so black and white. It's that taking action and living it day to day, sitting in the trenches, second by second, is the ultimate teacher, and this is how you become the master. So, it's the hardest thing you'll ever do, right? That's hard. Let's just say it for what it is, because you're going to have symptoms increasing and symptoms shifting and changing. Because let's say you start to, heal physically because you're doing the work, because there's going to be things that shift and change. You're going to improve along the way. But you're not out of the woods yet. So let's say you start healing things, turning off alarms, but you're still here. You're not here. See, here alarms are off. Here, you're turning them off, but you're still in a survival state. So it needs to get your attention still. So how does it do it? Well, it finds new symptoms. So you got to learn how to be prepared to allow and to figure out how to build that leverage of indifference over time, because we're human. We're not going to do it right away, and how to deal with the doubt, right? And how to deal with, the whack-a-mole game that you're dealing with. Your body's becoming an amusement park, right? It's a roller coaster everywhere. It's a ride. So you have to be prepared to learn how to move through all this shit. That makes it hard. This was the hardest experience that I ever did, and probably the hardest thing that I ever will do. But when you go through it and you take action and you're forced to learn it second by second, right? The OCD is gonna teach you. It's an ultimate teacher. When you use the allowing, you'll learn how to do the allowing eventually the right way. You're gonna do it wrong, for a long period. That's good. That's how you learn how to do the right thing. But you're going to become a master at this shit. This journey is an awakening. It's a gift. It's bringing you back to your authentic self, which is powerful. It's not really, life is not really about being happy all the time, right? That's what I used to think, right? Well, the secret to life is just, right? I just want to be happy all the time. It's not really that. It's being able to be who you really are, and being able to set the boundaries and navigate through this textured reality with people and resistance, and you're constantly being tested, and by that reality you are learning some shit. That's why we're here. We're not here just to survive for no reason, right? We're here to learn some shit, and with the allowing, it's going to help you move through it like a cork in water. It's the ultimate teacher, and you're gonna still, we're gonna have things fall on our laps. Of course, life curveballs are gonna happen. But the thing is, this is where you got to decide which hard are you gonna choose, because doing the work is the fucking hardest thing in the world. That's the catch. That's the catch. Here's the thing: you can fully recover. And I want to normalize this, because for some reason, when you go out into the internet, or when you go on society, when you live in a society, right? Society has normalized the idea that this isn't something you can change. You're fucked for the rest of your life. And that's not true. That's a fucked up reality, and people choose that reality, and that's it. They're stuck. I want to normalize the opposite, that you can fully be free and healthy and thriving. And that's not even, that shouldn't even be a big deal. That should be like, well, yeah, well, you're gonna recover. That's obviously what you're gonna do. Why would you think anything else? What are you right? So the catch to all this, it's not that you're not going to recover, it's that you have to apply yourself and take action, and that's hard. You are your worst enemy. You got to show up. And for most of us, that's the hardest thing on this planet. And consistently, while you're feeling like shit, while you're having a doubt get thrown at you, right? So that's hard, of course. And some people go, I can't, that's too hard. But I'm feeling. Yeah, but I'm feeling. Yeah, but. And then they start saying the yabba dabba doos, the yabba. But I'm feeling. I'm a special case. Yeah, but I'm feeling this, but I feel I'm. They analyze. They want to tell you how, talk about their symptoms and how they feel. Yeah, but I'm feeling. So I don't want to do it. I give up. I just don't think so. I doubt my motherfucker gene. My label. Right? Well, if you go to the other option, don't do any of the work, stay stuck. How hard is that? That's fucking the hardest thing in the world. You will never, you'll always reflect back to your past and go, oh man, I used to do that, but I can't do that now. The grief. Oh, my hopes and dreams, I'm just going to forget about it. Those are pipe dreams. That's never going to happen to me. That's so sad, right? All your hopes and dreams, gone. I will never be able to live on a beautiful little house on the prairie beside that mountain. Like, how am I going to do that? I can barely walk from here to way down there. I got too much pain on my shoulder. I got this crazy OCD looping thoughts. I don't believe that, right? So how hard is that? Living with something like that for the next 40 years. That's like an extreme amount of hard, right? You're making rocks jealous. That's so much harder. When you can have the same amount of hard, maybe a little bit more, sure, I'll give you that. It's a little bit more harder. Doing the work, showing up for yourself, and it's a temporary thing. The hard is just a temporary thing, right? 2, 3, 5 years, maybe. And even if it takes 5 years, it won't be as insane as it was the first year, the second year, or the third year. And then when you overcome and you recover and you get your life back, ask yourself, go to the future right now and go, hey, future, so I assume that you did do the work. You did the hard stuff, man. You did it every day. And you want to ask me, is it hard right now? No, it's not. It's fucking, I'm flowing. I'm just flowing. Life is fucking incredible. It's amazing. And it took you how long? That took you 3.5 years. Now imagine that you didn't do all the work. And by the way, I want to thank you for doing all the work, because now I live my dream life. Thank fuck that I did the work and I stuck with it, because now I'm free. I have confidence. I'm living my authentic life without I'm setting all the boundaries. Nobody wants to, right? I'm not people pleasing anymore. If people don't like a certain thing that I'm doing, they can go take a hike, and I don't give 3 shits. I actually like it. It's so freeing. And life just seems to be just easier. And if I didn't do the work like you are now, if I would have gave up like you're thinking of sometimes, man, I'd be stuck doing the hard shit for another 40 years, maybe, if I'm lucky. I can't even imagine that. That's just right now. That's making me draining. That's draining me right now, right? So, choose your hard. Right? It's like, I guess a good example is it's like working a muscle. You go to the gym. It's hard, right? But if you do it, you never miss a day. You're guaranteed to make that muscle bigger, just like this work. You do the work every day, the brain will have no choice but to change. But if you avoid it because it's too hard, you're gonna deal with another hard that's 1,000 times harder. So that was today's topic. Choose your hard. Pick your hard. What was it that they said? I think they said choose your hard. Right. So let's say hi to some people, and please like, share, and subscribe. I'm going live for a while. Um, I'm changing my times because I heard some people in Australia. They're like, well, I can't go there. I can't, right? Because I think that's a British accent. Foster's beer, right? Foster's, because when I go live, they go at it's 2 a.m. there. People sleeping. So I'm thinking, okay, Monday, Wednesday, 11 a.m. Friday, Sunday, 5 p.m. Be there or be square. Hit the B. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, does not sound like you're playing like pickleball or you're hitting a racket against the wall inside like an auditorium? Anyway, so please support. Right now, the algorithm is taking a massive hit, and it's not done yet. This is just barely getting started. We're moving a lot of the videos over to Sam's channels in time. So right now we're going through a little bit of a cleansing of energies, right? She's got her channel going, I've got my channel going, but it's going to take some time until we're full blown reteaching the algorithm. So please help us out. Help me out with liking, making comments, subscribing, sharing the love. And I'm thinking in a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, I'm going to start having my content videos on a regular basis again. I'm filming right now. Right now I'm filming like every day, 1 or 2 videos. And then I edit. I put a nice little cover art on it, and then I schedule it out. But until then, I just hang out with you guys. And I'll be going live also on a regular basis anyway. So yeah, I just wanted to keep you updated along the way and say hi to some people. See what's going on. All right. Oh, right. Oh, yes, we got a bit of a... Let's use this as an opportunity to allow Stay Forever, Called Me You Loser, right? The trolls are a great opportunity where you feel that charge. Amazing. Or loser. Maybe he meant, is there Olympics coming? Maybe loser. Jasmine, good to see ya. Andrea Flasher, hi from California. Shannon, thank you. Thank you very much. Asli, so even if it's that I'm upset with my husband, allow being upset. So yeah, you got to feel the emotions of being upset. Feel it, but you got to also work things out with your husband, right? There's certain things where your alarm system is calling things out like it's supposed to. But what happens when you're in a survival state, it calls everything out, doesn't matter if it's a real danger or not. So like a swarm of bees is a real danger. If you're being attacked by a real liger or tiger, that's real danger. The system's doing its job. But sometimes, right, when you're in that survival state, something that's not really dangerous will feel dangerous. Either way, either scenario, after you killed that tiger, you got to feel that energy, allow it to be there. And when that situation that's acting like you're around a liger, even though you're not really in danger, feel that. But with everyday situations like people, life, this is what makes it challenging. This is why our lives are full of challenges. There are opportunities for you to allow, feel it, but also don't avoid certain things with your husband because you want to people please. You don't want to upset him because it's going to upset you, right? So this is where you become your authentic self, and you got to set boundaries and communicate, right? We got to be fair. We got to, you got to be mindful of what we're saying. Be reasonable, right? We make mistakes here and there, right? I'm not a professional at any of this kind of relationship stuff. I fucked up a lot of shit too in my past. Said a lot of stupid things, done a lot of dumb things, right? But I have learned a lot of things. I've been with a couple narcissists that filled up my allostatic load. So I know a couple of things here and there, but I'm not an expert at all. So I'd say, you know, this is normal. This is normal life. Do your best. But yeah, whatever comes up, feel it, allow it. And this is, I think Nicole was the one who mentioned this. It's hard anyway. So which hard is it gonna be? Right? Yeah. So I got your idea, and I decided to make a show out of it today, Nicole. Thank you. Right? Here's another one. Choose which shit show you want to be part of. Perfect. Right? And here we go, Jasmine. I signed up for 2 progs before finding you and Sam. I never did one day of the breathing, tapping, eye yoga that was advised. My gut knew that it wasn't the answer. Allow and let nature do its thing. Exactly. Along with the supporting of the other pillars, of course, because just allowing by itself, right, isn't going to cut it. It's powerful, but you need to make sure you're doing all the other pillars that support the allowing. And make sure you only allow, 3 to 5 minutes at a time. Don't allow one particular thing for 5 hours because that just pours gasoline on the fire, which makes sense, right? But yes, you got it, 1000%. And okay, we got some crazy trolls today, which is welcome, but this is reality. This is how it is. We allow it, let it do its thing. Caffeine, crispy, captures. My opinion, this is what I think. I know, if you follow the rules, it says don't avoid anything because then you're reaffirming that the alarm that it's sent is correct. But at the same time, you got to do what you got to do so you don't drive yourself crazy. So you got to use avoidance behaviors, coping mechanisms. It's only temporary. So for me, I would avoid coffee for a year or two until you're at that state where you have enough capacity where it's not overwhelming the system. Coffee can do that. Even though it's not the coffee, it's your allostatic load that's making the coffee a problem. So put the coffee aside, work on your allostatic load, and then eventually bring the coffee back, and it's not even an issue. It's not even a thing. So that's my opinion. Give it a little break. And some people are like, it's not, you know what? I'm going to keep drinking it. That's fine. You know what? You will find out. Yay, troll boys. See, we're celebrating the trolls. Thank you. Trolls keep the MG and the algorithm. Love it. I want more trolls. Where are you guys? Can you invite your friends, please? This is especially now. I need all the trolls I can get. Right? We got like a fuzzy sound kicking. Listen. What is that? Maybe if I no. Well, let's allow that too. Yep. Keep yapping. We'll take that free engagement. I love it. Hi there, California. I can't imagine not doing this now. It's changed who I am. Yeah. And just imagine where you'll be in a year, 2 years, 5 years. Same with me. I'm recovered. I don't have symptoms anymore, but I'm not done. This is going to be a lifestyle anyway. But I want to see where this takes me. And I'm at the part now where I'm like setting boundaries. I'm allowing situations to pan out and see what happens. When normally before I'd be like freaking out, trying to control a situation. The more you try to control things, the more they blow up in your face. So trusting your gut, trusting your intuition, trusting your guides and the downloads and the synchronicities, really forcing yourself to trust the intuition. You have the intuition meter right here. It's a data GPS system, right? And I'm going to the next level, right? I think there's stages of recovery. Like there's the first stage where you're first learning about it, you're implementing it, you're trying to be disciplined and doing the work. You see some shifts. And then part 2 is like, okay, things shift to, mental alarms and You're getting good at it. You have a workflow. You start to recover. Recovery means that you still have some symptoms, but you're able to live life fully. And then there's like the third phase where you keep going no matter what. And then you start to thrive, right? And then you're at capacity where you can start doing a little bit of digging, seeing some of those old behavior patterns that are stopping you from becoming your authentic self. And sometimes we don't know who our authentic self is, who that is. So we are being aware of these behavior patterns and having more golden nuggets of clarity. And then, the next stage is just keep going and becoming more spiritual, becoming a wizard, a master, and creating the life of your dreams, being a master at manifesting, right? Next level shit where you're like Neo in the Matrix in this reality, right? You're doing Christ consciousness type of work, right? It's just a different level. It's beautiful. So I'm still kind of like in between level 4, maybe, and 5, and who knows, maybe there's 7 levels, but maybe we're never supposed to be at those levels yet in this lifetime. Maybe there's only certain things we're supposed to grasp. But whatever. I'm excited to see what happens. Right? So, no anger equals peace. Tip of the day for you. Yeah, that doesn't work. So, anger, you allow the anger. The more you allow any emotion that comes up, you dissolve it, you integrate it, and peace comes as a consequence. When you force peace and suppress anger, you will always deal with anger, right? It'll always stay there because you haven't dissolved it. So, thank you for giving us the contrast of what doesn't work so we know what does work. Thank you. Amanda, good to see you. Don Juan, hello from Romania. Love it. Romania, you guys got nice mountains there, eh? Wouldn't you say? Yaba, love it. I don't know what you're saying, but hello from California, Ava. Thanks for your support and encouragement. It helps so much. This is my goal, is to motivate people, make people laugh, kind of make soft of this horrible journey, of course, and push people to stay on it and never give up. And give people the watered down average Joe way of recovery and take away some of those triggers by showing you what I went through. All right. Just got back from hiking. Thank you for inspiring me to get connected to nature again. Yes, nature is everything. You go, oh, you're in nature right now. Mathis, this is amazing. Yes. Get out there and get uncomfortable, but also, right, this keeps you engaged, looking around the birds, at the sun, the breeze. Take a second, pull over, and just, focus on a tree or a bench. Nobody's around, right? Look around, nobody's around, and just invite in whatever needs to be allowed. Go, okay, Lemby, send me what you got. Send me the fear. We're going to bring it here, my chest. We're going to allow that and picture it dissolving, and then continue on your walk. Amazing. Oh, a lot of people from California loving this. Susu beat. Loving it. Loving it. Shannon, I struggle with that so much, but I keep coming back, trying. I have central sensitization and pulse. And I catch myself fearing I can't do this. All the fear and saying it all sucks. Yes. But also be aware of how you speak, right? Are you speaking the danger? Are you going, oh my God, I'm never, right? Are you talking to your husband? Is their husband asking you, how are you feeling? Yeah, but I don't know, but my pot's my back, right? Be aware of those behavior patterns because your brain is a surveillance system. It watches you, hears you, feels you, smells you, and it's you, right? So make sure that you're not reaffirming the danger and reprogramming yourself to that old program, right? You're going to do it. Just stick to it, right? And like Nicole said, pick your hard, right? As long as you do the work every day, you're going to get there. Oh, yeah. And I had the same doubts as you. It feels so real when you're in the thick of it. It's impossible to feel clear and free. And it's not supposed to. You're not supposed to be able to know what that feels like, because right now the system's doing what it's supposed to do, is get you to pay attention to the dangers, right? The things that you need to acknowledge and change. So one day you're going to get to the point where the clarity will come of safety, and you're going to live that life authentically. Exactly. Nature for the win. I was lying in the grass yesterday just looking at the clouds, watching it move while allowing. Amazing, Michael. I love it. Andrea, happy you found your life's work. Amazing. Amanda, Nicole, are you coming back to the Elevate dance sessions? Yes, guys. Everybody, Sundays. For now, we're going to do 1 day a week, but eventually, the membership, I'm going to try to do 3 days a week. But for now, Sundays, it's free. Join. Come hang out, right? Shoot the shit. How long does it take to fix histamine intolerance? It took me 3 years, right? Doing the work every day. It takes some time to fully fix it. But I would say about 2 years for me to pretty much eat everything with histamine, in it. So do the work. You can get there. Did you ever deal with the fear of missing something? Oh yeah, that's a part of the doubt. The doubt is always going to make you feel like you're a special case, right? And the thing is, it's supposed to do that because you're still running that survival state program. So get used to it. Agree with it. Go, yeah, I'm probably missing something. Yeah, that probably means this thing's going to burst and explode. Yeah, you know what? That probably means that my shoulder pain is going to last for another 6 weeks. But you know what? I want it to last another 6 weeks. Actually, I'm going to beat you to it. We're going to double up on that. I want it to last for 6 months. How do you like that? Right? Give me more of this shoulder pain for another 6 months. Fucking right. Right? That's how you deal with that. Oh, Maria Dodds, thank you. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Thanks for supporting us, everybody. Thanks for liking, sharing, subscribing, and helping me spread the awareness of the mind-body space so that people can get their lives back. Right? I want to help normalize this in a global scale. I'm changing every day from doing the work. Thank you. Love it. Love it. You're going to be, all you guys are going to be on my channel sharing your success story. Right? It's going to help. You're going to help other people by doing so. Yes, I always miss it. Do you know when it is the next session? 3:30 Eastern Time, Sundays. There you go. Thank you, Nicole. I'm also, since I'm on this, I made a post the other day. I need some help. I'm overwhelmed because I have this big gap that I need to fill, and I'm only one person. I'm literally just one person. So what I need is somebody to help me, if you can. That's somebody that's, maybe we can trade off. You can get some time in the Zoom calls, but I need somebody to take over, somebody reliable that can post YouTube shorts every day, 2 shorts. That's about, I don't know, 15 minutes a day, and you can schedule them ahead so you can do 1 or 2 days at schedules for the next 2 weeks if you want. But yeah, I need to have the algorithm going. For now, I'm just going to do YouTube and I'll handle the rest. But in the future, when I'm more stable, I was hoping to, get some people on board and pay them for their work to do, Instagram for me and YouTube and get involved, maybe answer some emails, write some admin stuff. Because it's going to get busier in the future. But for now, I just need help with the shorts. So if anybody is interested, you think that you'd want to be a part of something, be a part of the team, email me. Here's my email. Oh, that's my old email. What am I doing? Oops. Fuck that up. Oop. Right? Shoot me an email. Um, maybe an admin person. I'm not very good with customer service because I'm so overwhelmed with shit. Fuck, I've never been. Right? I get all these emails. I'm like, I can't right now. I can't. There's so many. Right? And then when I answer them, I'm really quick. I'm like, yeah, no problem. Okay. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I don't, the respectable thing would be to go, yeah, totally. Good to see you. Thank you for blah, 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 blah. And thank you for, and I'm not able to do that, which makes me sound like I'm, cold and like, somebody might send a long letter. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. Yeah, okay, no problem. Thank you. Right. And then it's like, okay, could you put a little bit more effort? Oh my God. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I get so many fucking messages everywhere. I can't, and I got so much work to do. So yeah, maybe an admin person would be cool if they could help me. Um, that'd be fantastic. Fan, fan. Yes, all the doubts. Oh, the doubts were a regular thing, right up to the third year, right? And it's supposed to be there. The doubt is there to question the danger, to look for that safety reassurance. It's a mechanism to look for the safety and the danger, right? The OCD is there to scan for the danger, to get you to look for the intruder, to obsess about it. Because if you're obsessing about safety 9 times out of 8, that's going to help you stay alive, right? Oh, all the time. Histamine intolerance, because this is it. This is the root. This is the reason this is happening. So the mind body space, right? Look at well, I have success stories. I think I have like 60. Check them out. Scroll down, a year into it, and you'll see a lot of success stories. Histamine intolerance, mast cell activation syndrome. I had that. I had both, right? And also look into other people's success stories. Dan Buglio has success stories. DNRS, they have success stories. Lots of them, right? But the thing is, just know things get worse before they get better, and it takes time. It took me 3 years. So, but you're getting to the root. So have patience. You are in the right space. April, I appreciate you too. Thank you. Helmut, I don't know how you've done it this far. By just showing up every day. Things just align by themselves, right? Just show up for yourself every day. Never give up. Never miss a day, no matter how hard it is. Because the days that are super hard, when you show up, that catapults you forward in leaps and bounds. That's when it really matters. Right? You had a setback for 3 days as I got cold, going back on schedule tomorrow. Right? And, in the beginning, that's going to happen. But next time you have a setback, continue with your routine. Right? Continue with it, because that's the reason why we have it. Because these days are going to happen. Because if you do it here and there, before you know it, you're going to have a setback every day, and then you're back to the old, being a gerbil on the old wheel, right? So think about the setback days, the hard days, as opportunities to double down no matter what, right? Even if you're crawling, right? Double down and make sure you do all the pillars. It's uncomfortable, but do it anyway. Awesome. How did you deal with these colds when you had to stay in? I brought them with me. I continued, right? I would say through the full journey of recovery, I did not take one day off, no matter how I felt. And trust me, I was a fucking shit show. Awesome, guys. Thanks for all the support. Please like, share, and subscribe. And is there anything else that I'm missing? Today is Wednesday. I will be live again on Friday. I will be at the farm, so that'll be fun. I'll be live again on Friday. So I'll see you guys on Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Right? 5 p.m. Eastern time. And yeah, let's hang out. All right, guys. Get out there and get uncomfortable. Love